How's it going, everybody? Afeera has been revealed just now, so I will try and give you guys a summary of what's to come next week. If you've been watching my channel for all those years now, you know how it usually goes when a new hero releases. So we'll keep it a little more concise today. For new armors or all the drip in general, I'm sure you can find some React Andy that yells in your ear while you watch. We'll stick with Afeera and the patch notes in this video here for today. As some sort of disclaimer, because I know people will be asking, what happened to all the testing grounds we've had in the last few weeks? None of the changes are coming in next week's patch. They didn't say when Jormungandr's rework releases, but they mentioned the dodge changes. They said that they want to take a little more time to prep them, which is a good sign hopefully, and we won't see some light parry abominations. But yeah, new hero, I guess that's what most of you are here for. Name is Afeera. It's an outlander, hybrid, female, gender locked, wielding mace and shield. From what it looks like, it's a 2-hit chain. Lights to have superior block on both starters and finishes. This is a first. The window does look a tad small, but I'll check once I get my hands on the character. I don't like frame checking 30 FPS stream clips as the chance for errors is quite big and I don't want to spread misinformation. The heavies seem to be different depending on the side, speed-wise that is. Chain heavies have different properties depending on side as well. Right one is unblockable, top one is undodgeable, and the left one displaces and can wall splat. On top of that, she has a flip recovery cancel similar to what Shinobi has on all moves. How many iframes, at what timing, and so on, well, we'll have to test that. Many people hate the core concept of recovery cancels, but why would they want a good character to begin with? It's absolutely mind-blowing, that very idea. And for some bashes. Neutral bash is feintable. This looks like something Lawbringer mains envision Longarm to be. No, I'm not smiling. Don't even attempt to spread those lies. But seriously, this bash looks plenty unreactable on all levels, and it has a built-in chase mechanic. This looks to be on a similar level to Shaman actually. And you have a flip as a feint on the run as well, so even the chasing seems to be secure. And then two more bashes. The flip has a knee to the face to it. It looks 500, I'm not sure. And the same goes for in-chain toes to the face. So 3 different types of bashes that all seem to confirm a light, which as we said before, has superior block frames. And it also confirms heavies, which get a different animation when used as a follow-up, but retain the properties that I previously outlined. Right side unblockable, left side with a displacement, and top is undodgeable. They haven't shown whether these are also target swappable, but it would add a nice touch to have these slightly faster heavies are available on a non-bashed target. Or we'll see. Same for the hitboxes that these bring with them. Potentially there is the possibility of a bit of self-peel while giving up damage, because the different sides also have different damage values on these heavies. Then she also has superior block on dodges that allow for a bash. So it's what Zhanhu had on release, just that it once again confirms said heavies. Zone attack looks fast, but no special properties, and it acts as an opener. Dodge attack, well, that one looks very familiar, and running attack will depend on the tracking, if it even needs that. But yeah, that's it for the moveset, I think. I'm really trying to get through this quickly so you get all the relevant info ASAP. Next are the feats. Let's just say that they look very cool. Animation team and mocap guys really outdid themselves here. The tier 1 does 20 damage and throws them behind you. The tier 2 is a passive that gives damage reduction after a successful bash. Quite the powerful passive if you ask me, since it does rely on getting hit first like many of the other damage reduction mods. It also triggered off the tier 1 in those clips. The tier 3 is another acrobatic move that is linked to your chase ability from the neutral bash. Here you have full block during the whole running up phase, which makes peeling almost impossible. Well, actually we don't know whether it just makes you not eat damage or if your superior block armor like through the thing and keep chasing. Well, you can feint it just like the bash, but once you grab them, you do 30 direct damage, knock them down, and get another confirmed heavy. So there's quite the potential here. And the tier 4 seems to be a mix between Pirate's tier 3 and tier 1. It reduces the armor of the target, does direct damage, and bounces between targets. We'll see whether Afeera has a way to confirm it, similarly to what Pirate can do in Chain. And that's it. Like I said, you know there will be an in-depth analysis of her complete moveset with all the intricacies once I get my hands on her. Feel free to ask about specifics in the comment section here so I can include it. So if anything's unclear, doesn't make sense, or you assume something works in a specific way, please let me know. I will try and explain everything as best I can. With that said, we are moving on to the patch notes. These aren't as big as the first few times, but mostly buffs to quite a few heroes. Let's start with the full block changes. Well, in short, they do not cost stamina anymore. Well, entering might, we'll see, but blocking, holding it, and so on no longer drains stamina. In fact, you regen stamina while in it, and you also take the appropriate amount of revenge. That is a great change that has been long overdue, and all you fucking clowns that mauled about Kyoshin need to learn how to play. The 18,000 threats that popped up everywhere since the Warriors Den, it's just mind-boggling. Like, seriously. Oh well, Berserker next. Dodge, recovery, cancel on everything now. Whiff, hit, block, all of it. Timing is 300 ms, which means some of the whiff timings got nerfed. How much this will affect people's muscle memory? Well, once again, we will see. Berserker did a lot of his targeting externally in teamfights, which the game counts as whiffed attacks, so Zerg players were very used to earlier dodge timings. I'm looking forward to hearing about this from the Zerg mains. It is, without question, a buff, but we might hear some complaining early on. And Kensei, in short, your unblockable is no longer interruptible no matter what. This is what these changes here mean. Black Prior. These changes here mean that his Bulwark Slash is no longer interruptible no matter what. The adjustments just made sure that the usual frame advantage rules still apply. And then he got the recovery cancel to full block from the forward dodge heavy. Charmin is next. All her dagger stabs are 400 ms now, and that's on all sides. No longer are the side ones slower. Some more additional changes. Kyoshin's Kaze Light and Kaze Zone take less stamina to use now. So another buff to the full block. Would you look at that? What an absolutely despicable character. Am I right, folks? Well, no mention of the Kazakhstan's heavy, which seems a bit weird. But yeah, then Warmonger's side dodge heavies now have iframes. And Griffin's forward dodge light is now enhanced, which means that you can continue after having it blocked. The Nobushi change means that a buffered guard swap will no longer mess up the timing of Hidden Stance and Viper's retreat. For Vipers, you might notice the chain link being shorter. The Hidden Stance change should hopefully be applied to Jungjun's Shifu stance as well, as he suffers from that same bug. And the last change is Valkyrie's Shield Tackle, no longer doing stamina damage. That's good. No bash should do that. Let's get rid of it all. And that's it. I did my best making this a fast recap, as we will get into much greater detail next week. The posted patch notes also sometimes have a few extra changes, so maybe we'll see a few more things. For now, that's it. Subscribe if you don't want to miss the detailed breakdown, and join the Discord and all that nonsense. You know the drill. Links are down below. Having said that, hope the video was helpful. Thanks for watching. Laters everybody.